होमज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुश्रीयुतपदकमलान् श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सह गणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सह गणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमां विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नाम्ने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्ता कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी ऋषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome you all to our systematic study of Vedic scriptures. In that, in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 16, we are in um, discussing what are demonic mentalities, what are the qualities, characters of people who are not godly, and how are their mindset is. And yeah, in the light of what things are happening in this world, it's not so difficult to understand that. But when we know the people are of this nature, uh, at least we should know how to handle, how to be, how to deal with. The way, the simplest way would be to give up, to renounce false, what do you call, bad association. What is this bad association is the sangha that is more interested in own self welfare, not universal welfare, not interested in the well-being of everyone. And yeah, we will read further to know what Lord Krishna has spoken in Bhagavad Gita, to understand, so that you know, we can take shelter of Bhagavad Gita and be safe. So, would like someone volunteer for reading verse number 8?
Read, Prabhuji.
Yes, Parth, bro. Parth is Krishna saying, na?
Hare Prabhu.
Partha means Arjuna, and Krishna already told to you, right?
No, no, Prabhu, nothing like that.
Yeah, proceed.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 16, verse 8. Asatyam pratishthang te jagadahuranishwaram aparasparash aparasparasambutam kimanna kamahaitukam. Translation. They say that this world is unreal, with no foundation, no God in control. They say it is produced of sex desire and has no cause other than lust. Purport. The demonic conclude that the world is phantasmagoria. There is no cause and effect, no controller, no purpose. Everything is unreal. They say that this cosmic manifestation arises due to chance, material action and reactions. They do not think that the world was created by God for a certain purpose. They have their own theory that the world has come about in its own way, and that there is no reason to believe that there is a God behind it. For them, there is no difference between spirit and matter, and they do not accept the Supreme Spirit. Everything is matter only, and the whole cosmos is supposed to be a mass of ignorance. According to them, everything is void, and whatever manifestation exists is due to our ignorance in perception. They take it for granted that all manifestation of diversity is a display of ignorance, just as in a dream we may create so many things which actually have no existence. Then when we are awake, we shall see that everything is simply a dream. But factually, although the demons say that life is a dream, they are very expert in enjoying this dream. And so, instead of acquiring knowledge, they become more and more implicated in their dreamland. They conclude that as a child is simply the result of sexual intercourse between a man and woman. This world is born without any soul. For them, it is only a combination of matter that has produced the living entities, and there is no question of existence of the soul. As many living creatures come out from perspiration and form a dead body without any cause, the whole living world has come out of of the material combination of the cosmic manifestation. Therefore, the material nature is the cause of this manifestation, and there is no other cause. They do not believe in the world, they do not believe in the word of Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Madhyakshena prakriti shutye sha characharam. Under my direction, the whole material world is moving. In other words, among the demons, there is no perfect knowledge of the creation of the world. Every one of them has some particular theory of his own. According to them, one interpretation of the scripture is as good as another, for they do not believe in a standard understanding of the scriptural injunction. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So, yeah, here we see asatya apratishtatam. Huh? So, asatya is not being truthful. When we know truth is reality, asatyam also means unreal. So, the mindset of people who do not believe in God, or people who are, yeah, even to the level of against God philosophy, what they have is that, okay, they also need to have a theory, huh? Because mind always is satisfied when we crack a problem, and the best way is with some assumptions or some hypothesis, some conclusions, but otherwise people will consider as fools, isn't it, Parth Prabhu? If someone is asking why are you doing like that, and if you can't say why, what will the people think?
Yes, Prabhuji, people need to create a philosophy behind
Uh,
not doing that activity.
they need definitely, because why? Because we are puffed up. When we are so much puffed up, obviously what I want to prove it to the world is I know everything, isn't it? That is the effect. That is the effect of false pride, the false prestige. Yeah. Here we also see apratishthitham, without foundation. So all these things are coming. Why? Because if I cannot, I think we all know about this Dr. Frog, right? Dr. Frog is not believing that there is so much water outside the well. Huh? When other frog is coming and telling, he say, "Come on, it's not possible. How can there be some other creation, something else?" When someone is coming and educating the person who is puffed up, what does he do is he is seeing that his position is challenged, because all these days I've been thinking, I think there were so many, sun is, oh no, earth is a disk, it's not a sphere, and so many people have created so many with whatever those days the tools were there, whatever they could tell, uh, three-dimensional, two-dimensional, 10-dimensional, whatever, but everyone is trying to decode. Everyone wants to crack the puzzles that we are given in this world. And in this process of creation of the solutions, everyone comes with his own philosophy, everyone may come with his own conclusions, some have patents also, but in the end, everything, right? Everything is what we see is, if a person who is demonic in nature, if he does, the mindset would be that they say that this world is unreal. Huh? But then there may be also people who say this world is real, but this real world is created by chance. Huh? No foundation. Huh? Why? Because I see why all of a sudden there are, in the autumn season, leaves are falling, and in spring the leaves are again coming back, or in some places some landsliding is happening, in some places there is earthquakes, in some places there is abundant inundation of water, because of floods. All these things, how can it be? Just imagine you have built a very nice house. Your expectation is that everything is perfect, which means the water shouldn't come out of your yeah, basin, or um, everything should be perfectly designed. How can there be some cracks in the walls? Uh, how can how can there be the conditions that are not favorable when you have created? So that's how they deny that there is a God. Even if God is there, uh, no God, He is not in control of things. They say it is produced, everything is produced of sex desire and has no cause other than lust. So these are philosophies. These are few philosophies, and there are so many such philosophies, isn't it? Philosophies are uh, like mushrooms. You see how quickly mushrooms can come up, and they also don't have substance in it. Uh, yeah, we can't say, hey, there is a very nice mushroom, and this mushroom has so much weight. No, it's, though it might be very big, it may grow so big, but still, what is the weight of it? Nothing. What is the value of it? Nothing. So there are so many such philosophies, and Nietzsche also gave few philosophies, and um, everyone is, yeah, genuinely they may start, they may want to say, hey, don't be superstitious, don't be sentimental, don't be emotional. All these things are nice, but don't be foolish. This is very important. And people usually may say that, hey, don't be foolish, but a person who is not having the real wisdom and talking, then he is a bigger fool. The purport Prabhupada is saying the demonic conclude that the world is phantasmagoria, means sometimes we see in dreams where someone may have some special face, or someone may see that, or like if someone is taking uh, alcohol, then he may not see the world as it is. He may see that it is not, it has become blurry. The world didn't become blurry, but it's only that after drinking, his eyes were affected, due to which he thinks it's blurry. Or we may see some crazy um happenings. Yeah. Ideally, we should see a car going on the road, but sometimes in our dreams we may see, hey, car is going on a wall, or this, what is that? A man, Spider-Man, can just put some strings and then he is jumping from one place to the other. All this is what is phantasmagoria, uh, and which is not real. Yeah, we see that in reality. Was it this? Who is this? Did he break his back? Didn't he break his back? The Spider-Man, the first era, I don't remember, but yeah, someone, no, in reality, that's not possible. So they see that, okay, all this is phantasmagoria. There is no cause and effect, no controller, no purpose. Everything is unreal. This everything, when everything is unreal, why? Because our reality is covered. We ourselves are thinking unrealistic. They say that this cosmic manifestation arises due to chance, material action and reaction. So everything is chemical reactions. Even love is chemical reaction. It's a chemistry. A chemistry student, as soon as he starts experimenting, bringing two chemicals together, he thinks that he is a creator, isn't it? He's thinking, see, I have an acid, I have an alkaline. When I'm bringing them together, now I'm able to create. You know what? I think what comes out is a salt and I forgot anyway. What are the two things that comes out of titration?
Salt and water.
Water only, right? Yeah. Yeah. See, in the end, what is it? Creation is all about only salt and water. Maybe for some time they look different. They have different. See, but it's chemical. Uh, so everything is metal action and reaction. Is the God coming and mixing these chemicals to create that water? Hmm? No, it is we. There is acid rains. Uh, then there are so many things we are thinking that we are creating. Some things happen by chance, and this chance we say it's also part of life. They do not think the world was created by God for a certain purpose. Hmm. It's such a foolishness if one thinks like that. If someone is put in a jail, if someone is put in a jail, and if he's thinking that this jail is by chance, or this jail is not reality, no, but it is reality because of which he's not able to come out of it. He's not able to enjoy the freedom that others are enjoying. If he thinks there is nothing else beyond this, then that is uh, sheer foolishness. They have their own theory that the world has come about in its own way and that there is no reason to believe that there is a God behind it. Yeah, maybe because we are theists, that's why we are believing God. But just for a while, if we take a role of atheist, is it not right? Because I asked question to Shruti Mataji, have you seen God? Hmm? Suritesh Prabhu, have you seen God? Huh? Not in photo form, not in a picture form, not in ideal form. Have you seen God?
No, Prabhuji, not live.
Hmm. So what is the guarantee that believing in God will work 100%? Uh, so anyway, I'm just asking the question as an atheist. Yeah, devil's advocate is always helpful to check how are we strongly situated, or is it only that someone said, or is it only my own feelings? So this is the atheistic way of challenging people that they say, okay, there is no reason to believe that there is a God behind it. For them, there is no difference between spirit and matter. They do not accept the supreme spirit. First of all, they see, okay, life is gone. What is so special? If we can't, no, I think there is also a reason why every cell is alive for a particular time, and after that time, then it is dead. So what we are defining is it is that the presence of some chemical inside the body that is keeping you alive, and that chemical is also matter. So where is the question of spirit? And first of all, at a gross level, we are not in a position to understand our own self, soul, and we are not able to differentiate between what is to be called alive and dead, and what is a soul and then comes what is about super soul. Super soul is our imagination, isn't it? Isn't it our imagination? Gaur Bhagwan Prabhu. Hmm? Super soul, have you seen soul?
No, Prabhuji.
Have you seen super soul? Huh?
No.
So the three questions. What I asked, did you see God? Did you see soul? Did you see super soul? When we can't see it, then they don't exist. And as soon as when they exist, then we have to do so many things. So better we say, okay, they don't exist. That is a better way. And yeah, then the scientist starts coming up with philosophies. What is the philosophy? Their philosophy is their definition of God. Huh? Isn't it? Now, question can come, how can you define this is God? What is their definition of God is whatever we see um, when the chemicals come together, yeah, so the creation comes, and in that way they deny spirit, supreme spirit. The purpose of supreme spirit for godly people is what? Why do we have this understanding? What does it make help us to do? Deepali Mataji, if you know Paramatma is with you, what will you do?
I'm fearless that
You are
time,
fearless. Okay, then I ask
mm,
Shweta Mataji,
protected.
what, how do you feel when you have when you know that supreme spirit, yeah, Paramatma is in you? You're on mute. Someone else, Apu Prabhu?
Sorry, Prabhuji, could you please repeat the question?
Hmm. What will you do when you believe, yeah, when you believe that there is super soul in you?
Maybe I'll be more conscious
Uh,
to whenever I do something or
okay, yeah.
some work.
So that's why, yeah. So on one side, Deepali Mataji is saying she is fearless, but at the same time, Apu Prabhu is saying we are fearful, yeah. Then we are more responsible, we are more careful in our dealings. So in either ways, atheist is saying, okay, if there is other person whom I have to answer, if there is another person who is checking on me, if there is other person to whom I am accountable, uh, yeah, and if there is another person, supreme being, who is creating everything and I am using his resources, so I should be also, what do you call it? Dharmic, yeah, follow the rules, yeah, to follow the rules and regulations. Yeah, I really need to see the God, otherwise, how can I trust? How can I accept without seeing Him? That otherwise, I am getting only one life, and what is the purpose of that one life? Uh, in this, what is the thought that they have? Mm, they take it for the granted that all manifestation of diversity is a display of ignorance, just as in a dream we might create so many things. Then, when we are awake, we shall see that everything is simply a dream. But factually, although the demons say that life is a dream, they are very expert in enjoying this dream, isn't it? Though they may say this whole thing is unreal, blah blah blah, so many things, and so instead of acquiring knowledge, they become more and more implicated in their dreamland. How? They create so many things, facilities. When when we are not interested in following rules and regulations, then what we do, we create our own rules and regulations. These rules and regulations are for mutual happiness. You don't kill my family, I don't kill your family. You don't enjoy my family, I don't enjoy your family. These kind of some regulations that also slowly, yeah, when one gets carried away with passion, then he also loses these values and he says, hey, it doesn't matter, man. When you can't enjoy it, let me enjoy. And then what happens is that there is no more social order. They conclude that as a child is simply the result of sexual intercourse between man and woman, this world is born without any soul. Hmm? For them, it is only a combination of matter that has produced living entities, and there is no question of existence of the soul. So, uh, when when the child, or sorry, when the parents conceive, uh, it is only the chemical reaction, it is only the chemical exchange and chemical, what do you call this? Synthesis. Yeah, it is only chemical synthesis or the matter. When the matter is synthesized, so what we expect? Shouldn't matter come from matter? Huh? So all of a sudden, how can there be a soul? Huh? When then again, mm, How could soul get into this body? Hmm. All these questions, science is not able to find answers, and because we don't have the answers, we just deny. Uh, Someone wrote something, I don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is the mood. This is the mood of people who deny. Why? Because they can enjoy. Because then there is no license required for enjoyment. Because when I don't have to um, tell to someone whether I have done is wrong or right, when there is no higher authorities to whom I have to justify my actions, what will I do? Then I have full independence, full freedom, and then I can. There is no question of violating something because there is nothing existing. It is all arrangement. Huh? Direction east or west, north or south, all these are man-made. This sun moving, all this is our own theories. Whatever we create with our understanding, all these things are our understandings. It's not that God's understanding. Uh, we have just removed God from the game. Huh? And then we create so many, what do you call, uh, axioms, which means even they don't have proofs, but we see because these are working, so that's why we accept them. Uh, so in that way, anyway, they conclude that a child is simply a result of sexual intercourse, and they see, hey, this is not such a great thing, and that's why abortions are okay. Yeah. Yeah, we are not. If a person is thinking about there is a life involved, then a person is thinking, oh no, I'm killing a life. But if a person is just thinking it's some chemicals, for them, abortions and other things are not big things. And as many living creatures come out from perspiration and from a dead body without any cause, the whole living world has come out of material combination of cosmic manifestation. Therefore, material nature is the cause of this manifestation and there is no other cause. So, this is the understanding. The whole understanding is matter, matters. There is no spirit, there is no soul. It is only matter that matters, and that's why we are trying to dive deep into understanding of every particular chemical, and then combining them, compound, we know hydrocarbons, which is nothing but plastics. And see, we are refining, churning, and churning the minds to get something which is just chemicals, and then we are um, creating a lot of imbalances. Uh, if we say that all these imbalances are coming because of um, mining that we are doing so heavily, because of we are removing the energies, these oils and ores, everything. Uh, um, we may not be able to understand the implications, but yeah, we can also see what is happening in future. Uh, so all these things, who is accountable? We don't take the accountability. Why? Because if God created, He created it. mm, He has no control of it. So in one way or the other, mm, we create the problems, and the problems we throw it on God, or that's the purpose of having God or super soul or creator, etc. Remaining everything, we do it for our own pleasure. So therefore, material nature is the cause of this manifestation. This is the understanding. They do not believe in the word of Krishna. Mayadhyakshena prakriti suyate sarcharacharam. So my adhyakshena, under my direction, the whole material world is moving. No, come on. Maybe there is some, what is that, Stephen Hawkins? He's the guy who is spinning the planets. That's why everything is working. Or someone. In other words, among the demons, there is no perfect knowledge of creation of the world. Every one of them has some particular theory of his own. According to them, one interpretation of scripture is as good as another, for they do not believe in a standard understanding of scripture injunction. The whole purpose is to deny scriptural injunctions. For that, 10 people can come with 10 theories, and 10 theories can still be accepted. And the way of we are proving, after all, we are proving, and how can you say these are our theories? No, some theories are also disproved by some other people. Yeah. What do you say? This is the situation of people who are more and more demonic. Parth Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji, as you mentioned, it is they build their concocted theory just
Yeah.
to have a stand on their point.
Hmm. And also they have proofs, isn't it? It's not that they are just telling, but the proofs are disproved. What does that mean? Hmm? The assumptions that they use for proving is not sustaining the absolute truth. With your limited conditions, that conditions need to be fulfilled. For example, what is that? Big Bang theory has so many conditions, and in that, it's just like you you do so many experiments. I think Sweta Mataji, I think your background, right? You know, uh, it's more about geology, or if I'm not wrong, water and earth and soil. Huh? Yeah. My mother comes from central government where she was working in NGRI, National Geographical Research Institute. Yeah, I see so much research, seismographic readings, and all these things are there. See, such a big institute having so many scientists, what will they do? Hmm? They keep coming, huh? Scientists, they have to come with some uh, presentations, conclusions, and patents, and all these things. And then, yeah, that way we are solving. No, we are not just solving the problems, we are actually not understanding and coming up with conclusions that can create other problems. So, in all, we are uh, either claiming the title of a god, because this is ultimately a scientist is doing. There is no god, I am the god, because God is considered supreme creator, supreme enjoyer, and supreme proprietor. So a person, a scientist who is creating, he's thinking that I am the supreme because I created, and a person who is struggling to maintain it, mm, and because of whatever science he has, and if he's maintaining, he's saying, "Hey, I am supreme maintainer." It is not that God is coming to maintain. This is the philosophy of communist. What is that? Marx law. Yeah, in Russia, he used to uh, arrange a van full of bread, and he used to take the van in front of the church. And when the people from the church are coming out, and then he used to give the bread. And when people, because poverty, right, after all, and when they get the bread and when they eat, then these people ask, yeah, uh, who is giving you the bread? Is it God or we? Hmm? Who is giving the bread? Yeah, communistic ideology where there is no God concept, and then that's why, yeah, whatever we do. And then destruction is another thing. Yeah, we have such an expert destructors who can, yeah, maybe you are expert in building, yeah, but when the life comes to an end of that building, how to break it such a way that it doesn't impact others. Oh, there is also a way how to destroy. So in that way, hey, isn't that possible? Parth Prabhu, there is a creator, there is a maintainer, there is a destroyer.
Yes, Prabhu, there is definitely one. Uh, uh, in this Big Bang theory, what you are saying, I just remember one quick story. So
Mm-hmm.
there was one like he's very scholar, learned, and scientific people. So they were also saying that this creation has happened from the Big Bang theory also. So the other Prabhu was arguing with that. So, but yeah, fine, that is good that Big Bang theory happened. But how this Big Bang theory happened? So he was saying like it happened through nuclear fission and fusion. But when but he was saying that nuclear fission and fusion. So, but first thing, the fission happened, and then from that fission, the energy exerted, and then that energy was used to create the fusion. But he didn't have answered how this first energy, first spark of fission came from, because uh, when we when we do this fission and fusion chain reaction, the first energy, someone should put that first energy to start this chain reaction. But he didn't have answer to that, like
Mm,
how this first spark of the energy came from where the chain reaction started. So that is where the significance of God came.
mm, yeah. No, there will be some scientists will say that that fusion is depending on the other fusion, that fusion is depending on the other fusion, and in that way he would just go back to that fusion where that fusion is always, yeah, we are, he will come with a philosophy that there is no time zone, yeah, at the moment we have time, but he will come up with some, so in that way science makes it complicated, isn't it? Yeah,
So
to win the science make it so complicated in a way that we start thinking, ah, okay, it is so complex and it has some basis, and because it has some basis, let's accept it. The same thing when we don't understand, but when we go through the Bhagavatam, then when we see what is this islands and all these things, we don't accept it because we see this as a novel, right? Huh? Why?
yes,
Because there is no theorems, there is no proofs and all these things. But the biggest proof is that everything in the scriptures which are said, they are also happening, they will happen, and also everything is, um, mm, what do you call, mm, logical. If our level of of our analytical skills are developing further and further, then we can understand. And we come to a point that, okay, the way that I am trying to understand this world is not the right way. Only when one comes to that understanding, then he can understand, appreciate the scriptures. Until then, he would just come with so many theories. What is the purpose of this? To deny existence of God. Why to deny existence of God? So that I can enjoy my life king size. What is king size life means? Uh, that there is no restrictions, uh, that there is no one to monitor me. No, there is no one. No, but actually, if we are very, very sensible, we can see that our body is changing. Our body is changing. It is going through six kinds of changes, and the last change would be death. We can see that happens in front of us with so many people. It happened and it will happen later. And why is it happening? If one is, no, we are creating chemicals, yeah, because if these are chemicals, we can create that way that we can live immortal forever. Yeah, scientists again want to have a patent that, hey, we can make people immortal. And that's why there is also research going on, and people will have small successes in that, and then they make it a big, yeah, these days don't we see a hype for everything? Adira Prabhu, huh? I think I don't know, Satish Prabhu, you are there. As soon as a new iPhone comes, what is that keynote says? This is the most thinnest, this is the most smallest, this is the most fastest, isn't it?
Yeah, one standard thing is the best iPhone ever made. Trupati. Same thing they say.
Yeah, exactly. See, best, which means they always are so proud. And in the end, if you see the spec, right? Hmm? 2 millimeters is the size change. 2 millimeters is, yeah, I don't even know whether we can see with our eyes. I'm just giving, I'm not an expert in that. I'm just saying, and then there are people are, yeah, so much keen to get it, isn't it? That is the creation. But the Lord has created a plant from which there is 100% guarantee there is always flower. There is 100% guarantee that the fruit bearing trees definitely bear fruits. Hmm? Can you imagine how delicate a flower is? And even if there is heavy wind, the petal doesn't come out. So delicate that, yeah, just yeah. Amazing, isn't it? Who is creating all these things? How can a big bang can create a beautiful creation? Huh? With all advanced science and technology, what we are creating is not beautiful, right? We could create a many, what do you call this? Luddies? Mm, a series of beautiful garlands made of plastic. Are they going to mm, beautify the location uh, and give you the fresh feeling? No, these are not fresh. They don't have life in them, huh? And they don't have fragrance in them. Or yeah, one could simply decorate everything. That still it's not natural. Natural still has its own um, unique importance. Yeah. Artificial. If a choice is given, do you want natural or artificial? People will opt for natural. Isn't it? Do you want to have a big wallpaper of Switzerland, or do you want to be in Switzerland? Hmm? Pratik Prabhu, what would you prefer? Yeah.
Switzerland.
Yeah, you have not only maybe wallpaper is too outdated these days. Yeah, you have this augmented virtual reality. Yeah, that what do you call this? Ocu Oculus.
Oculus, Prabhuji, Oculus.
Oculus. Yeah,
First,
yeah. I'm giving you Oculus, Pratik Prabhu. Yeah, you can just put it, and then you can go to every place wherever you want to be in Switzerland from your home.
Then it will be a harder choice, but yeah,
Hmm. You
maybe
prefer
Oculus.
for you maybe Oculus. What about the experience? Can you eat the cheese that is there?
No, Prabhuji.
Can you hear the cow bells that are there? Can you really breathe hmm, the fresh air that is in Switzerland from your home?
No, Prabhuji. Means, yeah, other senses won't be there.
Mhm. And with your eye senses, yeah, let's talk. Maybe that is quite attractive. Let's talk only, yeah, maybe other things. Let's not look into that. But we are talking only about the effect, the visual effects. You said it is hard to decide. But now my big question is, now you have to keep your hand on your heart and tell. After having wonderful darshan of Switzerland with your Oculus, can you tell to someone that you have visited the place?
No, Prabhuji.
Hmm? If you say, yeah, yeah, I have seen through Oculus, what will people think? Hmm? Can you say that you have visited the place?
No, that won't be factually correct.
Yeah. Okay, which is reality, right? That is the reality. It's not augmented reality. Reality is still reality. The reality is that we have not gone there, we have not seen that place, and the fact is that yeah, you are not in on a time zone. If you see, you are not there at all. Yeah, because if you are put in, what is this law on a case, yeah, that yeah, have you been to Switzerland? No. So it's only like you are giving your artificial means through which you can get a feel, but reality is reality. The science can advance so high, that they can keep us more in high with this false um, reality. We think that hey, this is just like nowadays we also have this, what is it called, chat chat GPT, or yeah, Gen AI and all this, yeah, artificial intelligence. That itself is saying it's an artificial thing. An artificial thing can never be real. You can imbibe a lot of knowledge that is there already. So this is a way through which you can have more learning, but in terms of reality, You have to be there. You have to use still your own intelligence to do, to decide. You may take support of so many things, but still, it is that what is this cognitive skills of human are still uh, at a par. Hmm? So we have to understand that people may come and say that we have done, we have discovered, we have invented, we have done that, we have done this, but it is all we have to understand that is possible only by Supreme Creator, that He has created it, and we are just exploring. Just like you get into an Amazon forest, and then you start putting, you have GPS which can say every location of it. Does it mean that you have created Amazon forest? It is already there. You have only kind of dismystified a bit to know which tree is where, which animal can be where. Like, what is this called? Animals have this sensors, right? I don't know what is it called. Hmm. They put a sensor into the animal for protecting it, and then we say, see, now we are protecting animals. We are doing that, we are doing this, all these things. When we don't know what we should do really, then we do so many things, right? If we know what exactly we need to do, we can really focus on that. But if we don't know that, then we do so many things. Or even if I know that I should lead a proper God conscious life, but because that means compromising my freedom, that means compromising my comfort, it means compromising my so many things, I just keep it aside and do whatever other things I can do, because that is far easy for me. That's why I'm just ignoring, neglecting, postponing, and yeah, deprioritizing those important things in our life. And that's how, in the next 10 verses, we are going to discuss what would be the mentality of a demon who is having this understanding. He is thinking that the life is only for enjoyment, lust. Lust means to satisfy our own self, not even love. In the name of love, the business going on in the world is lust, lusty business. Lust. In German, Lust means what?
Interest.
Air,
Hmm?
air or lust. Okay.
Lust.
Is air, Prabhuji?
Desire.
Or
Lust means interest in German. Like, are you interested in
Yeah.
something?
Interest. Lust. Ich habe kein Lust means I'm not interested. I don't have. Yeah. And lust also means what? Load. I don't know. Yeah. Lust. You can search. Lust also means load. Uh, so in either ways, we see that this is what we want. We want to have a lot of importance, weightage on ourselves. We also want to have a lot of interest in this material world. But the lust is not what we want. We want love, but we are not getting it. So let's call this as love. When we come to the real definition of love, when we understand what is real love, then we start thinking, hey, that is only imagination, that is not reality. One cannot have such love. It's not possible. And that's why people are becoming more godless. Why? Because then they can't, then their lusty thoughts, lusty desires, lusty accomplishments will be of no value. So, okay, so we go through maybe a couple of verses and to understand and laugh for a while about people who think that they are in the market who are godless. Who want to read? Maybe Rutvik, you want to read?
Did you say Rutvik?
Yeah,
Rutvik is not here today,
okay.
but I can read.
If you can, please.
Yes.
You able to see the
Etam
screen?
etam drishtima um, etam drishtim avastabhya nastat Mano la Budhaya Prabhavantyu Gra Karmana Kshayaya Jagato Hitaha. Following such conclusions, the demoniac who are lost to themselves and who have no intelligence engage in unbeneficial, horrible works meant to destroy the world. Purport: the demoniac are engaged in activities that will lead the world to destruction. The Lord states here that they are less intelligent. The materialists who have no concept of God think that they are advancing. But according to Bhagavad Gita, they are unintelligent and devoid of all sense. They try to enjoy this material world to the utmost limit and therefore always engage in inventing something for sense gratification. Such materialistic inventions are considered to be advancement of human civilization, but the result is that people grow more and more violent and more cruel to animals and cruel to other human beings. They have no idea how to behave toward one another. Animal killing is very prominent amongst demoniac people. Such people are considered the enemies of the world because ultimately they will invent or create something which will bring destruction to all. Indirectly, this verse anticipates the invention of nuclear weapons, of which the whole world is today very proud. At any moment, a war may take place, and these atomic weapons may create havoc. Such things are created solely for the destruction of the world, and this is indicated here. Due to godlessness, such weapons are invented in human society. They are not meant for peace and prosperity of the world.
Yep. Thank you very much, Shruti Mataji.
You're welcome, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
So here we see that this etam drishtim. The problem of us is that we don't have the right drishti. Drishti means the right vision. Etam drishtim. And with this vision, when our vision is not sharp, when our vision is not pure, it is clear vision. Yeah? We know what we can see. We can't see things properly. Yeah, my vision, I can't see things which are very close. Someone has a vision which they can't see very far, and then we take support of lenses and glasses, and then we are able to betterment our vision. So, but materialistic understanding, when they have to what do you call this? A cat drinking milk by closing its eyes is something like the cat doesn't want to know that someone is seeing it, because otherwise it can't drink. Or we know this bird when it picks up food, it is always turning its head in all directions to make sure that, okay, is anyone seeing. So this is our mentality, because we do not have the right fund of knowledge. And then what is this happening? This is एतां दृष्टिम् अवस्तभ्य अवस्तभ्य नष्टात्मनो they themselves are lost. Nashta atmano, they themselves are lost. This is a big problem. We don't see the price of not we don't see the price of being in illusion for long, because we got used to this for many lifetimes. Not this lifetime, last lifetime also I failed it, and that's okay. I didn't make it last time, I didn't make before time. What is so great that I should make it this time? Time is eternal. I can make it next time, isn't it? So let me have fun in this time, in this lifetime, by creating some crazy things. And that is what is called alpa buddhaya. Buddhi means intelligence. Alpa means very small fund of intelligence. Alpa buddhaya. uh, Nashtatmano alpa buddhaya. Prabhavanti ugra karma. Ugra karmana is this industrialization, or activities that are not naturally done. Activities that are um, mm, what so to say, painful. Ugra karmana, in translation word to word is engaged in painful activities. Prabhavanti, the experts in that, isn't it? Yeah, we are turmoiling, we are um, turning against the tides and doing everything so that we can make our mm, foot firm. And then what is happening? Kshayaya Jagato Hita. Hmm? And in the end, what are we doing is we are destroying the world with full energy. In the past, if you have to bombard a place, how much you could influence? Maybe few meters. Now we're talking about not meters, we're talking about kilometers. Not even kilometers, we're talking about 100 kilometers. We're not talking about 100 kilometers where you are from, but you can reach a target which is, what is it called? Long range missiles. See, to destroy the world, should it take much time? Huh? You know what happened to Hiroshima, Nagasaki, right? Uh, the usage of nuclear weapon has destroyed not only that, even now, even still there are, what do you call this, radiations. Uh, how is it possible? Satish Prabhu, advancement, isn't it?
Yes, boss.
Mhm. But
Okay.
is it real advancement? Krishna Prabhu? I don't know if you are there. Yeah, or maybe Hemagori Mataji. Do we qualify this as advancement? Sorry?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Prabhuji, advancement regarding scientific, Prabhuji.
Sorry, say again.
Yeah, you were saying advancement.
Yeah, should we call this as advancement?
Hello, Prabhuji.
Hmm. Suratej Prabhu. How do we call something advancement if it doesn't help people? Hmm? One may say, no, no, come on, see, you can solve injustice just with one missile and then everything is done. After all, if you go back to Dwapar Yuga, if you go back to Treta Yuga, where there are no missiles which are so super powerful, and where there are no wars in those times, the wars were there, isn't it? Yeah, the wars were there. Huh? Is it not? It's not only in this time, but what there were the different kinds of astras that were used, and then there was so much. What happened to that? Was the radiation still now felt? Oh no, that was too old. Radiations are not. No, no, those um, missiles were very, very special missiles. Hmm. The aim was not carelessness. The aim was very careful use of them. It is not that now I have a Brahmastra, let me shoot it. Come on, let the world see that I have a Brahmastra. No, the use of Brahmastra is very, very responsible. It was not given access to anyone who is irresponsible. Hmm. So, what is real advancement is to really understand the purpose, the implications of it, and give access to only people who are qualified to use them. But at the moment we have access, yeah. I mean, of course, I don't have access to that nuclear weapon, but I have access to the people who can be influenced to use a weapon or not, isn't it? In the name of democracy, in the name of social rights, so many things. Now I can also be part of some influence in doing something. Anyway, so what is happening? Ugra Karmana. So people are ready. They are doing so many big things. Definitely, industrialization has made so many things. The other day we were discussing, right? Was it Satish Prabhu? Globalization. The impact of globalization is, what is that? Unemployment. We are thinking, hey, there is employment, right? We are thinking that globalization made us possible that we could cross over the oceans and come and get a job here, which was not possible there. So after all, globalization is very nice thing. What about the people who are local? They are struggling. Hmm? Are we just taking care of them? No, we just came to take care of ourselves. We want to earn more. We want to increase the real estate costs. We want to increase the cost of living and all those things. I'm just, yeah. So we may say, yeah, no, no, Prabhu, how can you say that? And some philosophical person can say, hey, every cause has an effect, or every good has a bad side. So why to blame globalization? After all, globalization has opened the doors so that everyone can do fair trade. Yeah, we are doing so many things, but we are missing one important thing. While we are coming up with the super strategies, the important thing is, are we working out our way to get out of this altogether? Globalization, economic stability, all these things we are looking so that we can have a better life here. But are we thinking a better life after this? No. That is the influence. Prabhavati ugra karmana kshaya jagato hitam. There is no more uh, welfare activities that are thought for the betterment of everyone. In the disguise of that, we are doing so many things. Why? Because we are in illusioned. We have lost intelligence. In those days, people used to think and act. Now we are acting and thinking what to do. No, Sindhu Mataji? Hmm? Hmm? There is a problem. Yeah, I think everyone is silent. I don't know, thinking or not there. But yeah, that is the truth, isn't it? Hmm. Because that we think to be advancing, but engaged in the work that is destroying us. Hmm. We thought plastic is a great discovery, invention, not discovery. But then that plastic is covering the globe, and we see after effects of it are quite dangerous. Now we're thinking of carbon footprint, so many things, whatever we thought can make us go fast has a price to pay. Why? Because it is not I created and I can do whatever I want. It is the Lord who has created with a purpose, but we are not doing it, so we are punished for that. And then this Ugra karma is trying to enjoy the sense gratification. That's why all these things are there. So if I'm saying, God, be responsible, take care of yourself, no, no, we find other ways. If you don't have tooth, I can make artificial pack of teeth. Yeah, that's not a problem. Even a person doesn't has teeth, that's okay. We can artificial. If a person doesn't has hair, yeah, oh, he want to be more beautiful, handsome, then no worries. Yeah, you can dye. If he has no hair, then you can have an artificial hair. Um, what is it called? Hair.
Fat transplantation, Prabhuji.
Yeah, hair transplantation. And also, weaving. I think that's what I was looking. Yeah. Anyway, there are so many shift makeshift solutions that we are thinking that are real solutions, but these are only temporary. So the real business is for us to get out of all this drama. Isn't it nice? Huh? Deepali Mataji? Do you want to be entertained in this drama on the stage, or do you want to get out of it? Who wants to get out of it? Who likes to be here? Or Prabhu wants to be here?
No, Prabhuji, get out of it.
Get out of it. Yeah, my questions are too quick. Who else want to get out of this drama? Hmm. Oh, if we get out, then oh, we miss so much fun, isn't it? But the fun is so painful. We see that the people who are having fun in Bangladesh, at the cost of what? They are causing pain to so many people who are there. So neither, yeah, we think that this is a playground for fun, yeah, but at the cost of what? Because pain to others. And yeah, you may think that you're enjoying now. After all, the people who didn't raise your hands, if I assume that all of you wanted to be here, enjoy the drama for more, um, be ready, because in this world where we are um, going through a lot of things, right? So they have implications, reactions, and these reactions will cause a big problem. Why? Because if not in this world, there is a hell. Huh? Huh? There, the treatment is very holistic. Hmm. What we do has a reaction, and then that reaction comes. Yeah. So we may escape the government here. We may escape. Yeah, we are very smart. We are rich. Pro, we are prominent people, due to which we can do many things. That's okay. No one sees. But yeah, the sun is seeing, the devatas are seeing, the super soul is seeing. Uh, Nothing is gone unwitnessed. So the sound, the music is played in elsewhere if we think that we can escape here. So rather it's better to be careful that do take up to the right process of devotion, and in that right process, what we should do is lead a karma life or karma free life, uh, which means even if it is so inconvenient, even if it is difficult, even if you have to shed gallons of blood for it, let's do it so that let's see that there may be no a next life, or a next stage, drama stage where we may have to be entertaining or entertained. Rather, we can get into the real service. This is the purpose. This is the meaning. So, in the purport, I think Prabhupada gave examples. Yeah, there is animal killing. What an animal killing can cause. We are thinking meat is pleasure. Meat is something exciting. Meat is something that is very nutritious. In the name of meat, we are killing so many animals. And now I'm thinking, a person who is killing animal, is he not animal? We know a tiger kills the deer, isn't it? Hmm? That is okay. Dharma is there. That is fine. But when we are also animalistic, then we are not spared because we are karma jivas. Which means whatever action we do, we can't say, hey, see, in the world of so many animals are killing. We are also social animals, isn't it? Gaur Bhagwan Prabhu, are we not social animals?
Yes, Prabhuji, they say like that.
What do you say?
Yes,
Yeah,
Prabhuji, yeah,
we
we
are
need to
social
maintain
humans.
that.
If we want to count as animals, our thought levels are also at animalistic thinking. What is that? Eating, meeting, sleeping, and defending. Anything else? We do something great? Nothing. Huh? Eating, we have a very nice way of eating, very nice recipes that are floating in shots, and I don't know what is that. So many things are nice. So many uh, fusion cook fusion
Indian food.
cuisines are coming. Isn't it amazing? Yeah. Just imagine, you can create, you will never be bored to eat. Yeah, there's always something new. There is always something new. I think I read somewhere an article that in Nepal they keep all the worms into a pot in front of their door, close the lid for 1 year, and then whatever the recipe the nature will do, then they will um, take this out and then they eat. Uh, See, what yeah, a person is dragged by a taste, and if he likes the taste, why not? He can do anything. So that is animalistic mentality, and then it has a cost. So animal killing, we may think that it is very nice. After all, you can expand. Why only vegan? Why only vegetarian? Why only lacto vegetarian? Why only? Hmm? You can have full platter of everything possible to eat. Yeah, you can eat snakes, you can eat frogs, you can eat whatever. You can eat, oh my God, I don't want to go in the list. So many crazy ideas. Just why? Because one is seeing that he can enjoy the taste, one is seeing that he gets nutritious values of it, and in the end, what is happening is he is not seeing that he is incurring karma, he is incurring reaction, and he has to go through the reaction. And because the world um, is a place of enjoyment, we are not seeing there are so many places where one has to suffer if one I don't know. I'm thinking to start the Bhagavad Saptah to just make every one of us serious for next 6 days with what kind of hellish life uh, is awaiting if we are not sincere, if we are not um, leading a karma-free life. Yeah. And then, yeah, either we are creating life horrible here or in the other world. Yeah, but if we become devotees, if we understand the real purpose of this, real become imbibe those divine daivi guna, sampadam. To if we acquire those qualities, then we have big hope to end the cycle in this lifetime. I stop here. Any questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, yeah, one village is there in Russia which is like 60-degree minus every time, minus 50, 60, and they say that yeah, without eating fish or non-veg, you can't survive.
So don't be there.
It is not
Don't be there.
like they say that our generations have lived like they are the aboriginal people there, and
Yeah.
they want to live where their forefathers have lived, and
Mhm. Yeah. Someone would have end up there, and somehow he struggled and he managed to survive with eating whatever is possible. But yeah, take advantage of globalization. Go to some other country. Huh?
Mhm,
You get yeah. If you go to other countries, you still get air to breathe, water to drink, food to eat.
mhm. Yeah, so most of the countries in Western world, yeah, they eat non-vegetarian for enjoyment
Yeah.
or energy or
So
nutrition, but
so the
they say
problem.
that we have to do that for survival,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
still it is not
Nowadays,
required because we can move.
nowadays you don't have to even leave your country. You can get what is it? Imported, isn't it? You can get whatever you want.
Yes.
Hmm?
Mhm.
So justifying that no, our ancestors have been surviving and it's very tough conditions. We need to. This is also a justification people give for taking alcohol. They say, hey, it's very cold. It's very cold. It is so cold, unbearable. We need something, and then they come up with options. Yeah. First of all, we see how we can minimize to be. Uh, Either you can vacate, yeah, such places. No one is asking to be there, right? Well, the question always comes, but that is my homeland, that is my home country. Where should I go if such thing is there? Yeah, yeah. There are flights to go anywhere, isn't it?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm. Yeah.
And Prabhuji, about the nuclear bombs, they say that they are for the peace because since this Nagasaki and
Yeah, yeah,
other- it
yeah,
was blasted, they had blasted this bomb, and after that it is peace.
yeah.
Peace happened immediately. So they say the path of the peace is through the pipe of the gun,
Hmm. Okay.
uh, because it makes
It.
yeah, the rogues and thieves fearful not to disturb or attack like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah. So, yeah, But is it not possible, even why should we have a pipe or whatever gun when people can understand on and understand follow the Vedic injunctions?
Yes, but they say it is now things are not one can't control whole world through spirituality. All are not intelligent or something.
Mhm. Yeah, but the world, yeah, when we talk about Japan, Japan is a Buddhist country, yeah. Of course, not now much, but it was a Buddhist country where non-violence was the basic principle. Hmm. But because we have seen others who are not following the principles who become disturbance, then yeah, there is a Kurukshetra war that has to happen. Hmm. But again, when one is engaging in such a war, we have to see how we can um, what is the chance that you can do a dharma yuddha? You have to also see. There are so many, all these things are man created, right? We should be proud of this creation, what we did. What God created was not that. We blame the God and we take all credit on us, whatever is beautiful. But yeah, we have also created so many and we are suffering out of that.
Mm.
So
Yes,
after all,
the world
people
is
now come,
yes.
yeah, people, there in the Niti Shastra, there is also, it said Samadama Danda Beda. There are also techniques how you can win. Yeah. What did we try? What did we work it out? If the other person doesn't change. So based on that, yeah, if a war is inevitable, the war is the way. But if we have other ways, we can take shelter of that. And when even if war is there, then we have to see how ethical it can be done. And if other person is not ethical, if he is, so yeah, we have to see how the dharma can thrive, survive. That is what we can only do.
Yes, probably.
Mhm.
Yeah, it has probably yeah, the anxiety in the world has increased because the possessor is not one country only. There are many countries now, and
Mhm.
yeah, it is,
Yeah.
so the country who had invented it cannot live in peace also because other countries have also got it. And
Yeah. Yeah, it is always peer pressure, isn't it? If neighbor has a nuclear weapon, the pressure is on you that you also should have a nuclear weapon, otherwise. So this is what is happening, and then there are organizations which try to control, but a person who is more strong because of whatever reasons he want to take over. Yeah, this is Kali Yuga. Quarrel and hypocrisy are in um, um, in abundance. Yeah, yeah. So that's why there are so many social reformers who are trying to change the face of the world where we are living. That is not going to work out. Yeah, we are still have to survive how many years? 430, no, 428,000 years, because the world is going to become more and more in this time. What we have to do is we have to just make use of the the weapon that we have, the chanting of the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and escape. Our goal is not to betterment this world. The world cannot be better. We only can better our own life.
yes, probably.
Yeah,
So
I
the world
see.
will go on its own course.
Yeah,
And
we can only see whatever we can do to our capacity and at least safeguard ourselves. And if some people are interested to take them also back home, that is what we can do.
right, probably.
Yeah. And Krishna Prabhu has a question. A lot of my friends says, why do you eat vegetables and plants that also have life? Uh, I think we have discussed this before. Someone would like to say, or Dinath Prabhu would have jumped on this. He has so much scientific. He read. He would give many points for that. Someone else want to share why vegetarianism is ahimsa? Or is it
Hare
really
Krishna.
ahimsa?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji, because as per my knowledge, as Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, everything of sattvic food should be offered, and we should take that prasad.
Mm.
So vegetarian, which is sattvic, we offer to the Lord and we eat it so that his
Mm.
akarma, vikarma, and
Mm.
yeah, so it comes into that.
Mhm.
Yes,
Okay.
Prabhuji.
Yeah. Others? Yeah, there are different levels based on what kind of friend you have. If your friend is open to genuine understanding, you can give genuine answer. If not, you can give different ways of answering. A genuine way of answering is a person who is challenging like that. Is that he is he thinking that the fruits, once you take out a fruit, does the tree stop giving fruits? The fruits definitely come, right? The fruits are there, the vegetables are there. But if you cut a hand of an animal, the animal, poor animal doesn't have the hand anymore. Uh, you can simply, these days, what are these? So many crazy, yeah, export import is making it so much that artificial animals are not artificial, what you call um, farm
Meat,
meat
meat.
farming, right? Husbandry. So there is this so much meat production is going on, which is ugra karma. It's not natural. Uh, so much hormones are injected through which the meat is prepared. And yeah, one may want to eat that, then one may scientifically, yeah, we don't have to tell religiously. One who takes to such meat is also suffering. Yeah, because we see so many cancer and all these things are happening because of so much artificial breeding that is going on. Naturally, just can you say a plant bears fruits very easily, right? Every day you can go and take few fruits or vegetables, whatever. How many um, naturally how many eggs will um, be having chickens and yeah, or pigs, or you can say maybe no pigs have so many, but if you can see um, in that way you are entering into a zone where you are actually interested in enjoying rather than actually seeing. Uh, a plant has no issues. It can continue to give fruits and yeah, vegetables um, as long as the tree is alive, right? But meat is not like that. What is happening is you're forcing through artificial processing, and thus artificial processing has its effect. One may say, no, the plants are hybrid plants, that's why they are giving, that's why otherwise even the plants are uh, also so much adulterated these days. No right seeds are there, no proper soil quality is there. Uh, but still, if you're talking about vegetarian, why is it sattvic? Why is it sattvic is mainly because, yeah, the impact when you eat that food, you are sattvic. But when you eat meat, then you become rajasic. Uh, so this is also influencing you. It is forget about sin. Even you can see the impact of what you eat, what you become is also not right. You may have a very wonderful muscles. No, you can say that. I mean, I'm just talking on behalf of two people, right? A person who is on for meat and other one who is against meat. The person for meat, he says, "Come on, no, no, no. After all, so many nutritions, macronutrients, vitamins, everything are coming from meat, um, and also in abundance. Yeah, but do we need so much? Rather, whatever is needed, the nature is providing in the form of fruits, vegetables, roots, and all these things. So this debate can go on a material platform. Yeah, if one doesn't care, then he has to bear the pain in hell. Yeah, Krishna Prabhu. That's fine if one. And I think already Hemagori Mataji said, yeah, when we talk about vegetarian food also, yeah, even vegetarian food is also having sin. So vegetarian food means also that, yeah, you may ask me question, who gave you the right to pluck a fruit or a vegetable from a tree? Huh? And who is that? Jagadish Chandra Bose or Jagadish Chandra? Yeah, he said that plants also have consciousness, but the consciousness of plants is very, very dull compared to the consciousness of animals. So the torture that animal bear feels or a torture that a plant feels are different. So we can't put them both at same level and start discussing. They are different levels. Even in Quran, not only in Hinduism, if at all one has to kill an animal, what kind of animal should be killed? Uh, so that one animal should be killed so that everyone can, the whole village can sustain on that. Not like you kill so many um, small animals. So in that way, there is so much is there. But if one wants to be karma free, not to incur any sin, the best way is to take prasadam. Take as Hemagori, she mentioned that we take sattvic food, sattvic food, and not only sattvic food because sattvic food makes your mind good, but also we want to make our take prasadam because sattvic, yeah, gives you um, um, material goodness, and by taking prasadam it will give you spiritual goodness. In that way, I mean, this session itself can be thrown. I don't know. I think Adrasa Prabhu, raise your hand.
No, I had one question, so
Okay, not related to this.
that topic. No problem.
Okay. Krishna Prabhu, covered or?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, Adrasa Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji, for this session. Prabhuji, we discussed about the soul and animals and Mahatma. Probably people also say that if there's a soul in animals, then how could scientists develop the clone of an animal? How is it possible?
What did they do? You mean?
I think they created a clone of an animal, taking cells of an animal, and they created, developed in a laboratory
Mhm.
clone bodies, and they,
I don't know about that, but I can tell about how, if we are talking about, for example, test tube babies. I don't know if that was something you were mentioning, or I don't know. Have anyone heard about it? Maybe you can give more background. What is this clone concept? Cloning the animals?
I
Did
think
they
it was
create?
a goat or something that sustained for a few days and then died. Uh,
So what did they do actually? They created a goat, or
Goat, yeah, small animal from a cell of a real animal, and then from the cell they created um, in the laboratory.
Mhm. Maybe I mean I didn't come across that, so I can't say much. But some others, if they
Prabhuji,
have.
they do Prabhuji, yeah, mixing of animal cells and then put in the womb of some animal because it's not possible to
Hmm.
get developed. So ultimately, life they use the live cells, so they don't develop their own cells or anything. So it is like life comes from life, not from the chemical, the raw material, everything they use, and
Hmm.
ultimately also they put in the animal womb and
Hmm.
they develop like that.
Yeah. So as you said, that life comes from life, right? So that is still valid. If even if one is so artificial creations of life, yeah, um, that can have its own disasters, even if that is happening for whatever ways, isn't it? Mm. Just imagine if
Yes, Prabhu.
someone is eating artificial meat. Of course, I'm not talking artificial meat means made of soya. Yeah. But artificial meat means made of chemicals, and if you say, hey, this is the meat, yeah, yeah. that can lead to some other dangerous disasters. I mean, medical field is still struggling to know everything. So whatever they would create will always be dangerous.
Yeah, I just
Medical field,
googled it.
diseases.
Mentioned some disadvantages, health issues, ethical
Yeah,
concerns, biodiversity reduction, expense. Something, definitely it's artificial, maybe.
yeah, yeah. I think whatever, yeah, this is what is happening. We want to become creators, and in this eagerness of creation, we are creating side effects. We are creating so many challenges. Mm. I mean, we are yet to see what is the dangerous effects of artificial intelligence. Mm. No, Satish Prabhu,
Satish Prabhu can answer this.
will it be a foolproof? He's stuck, huh? Whether he want to support his company or his Bhagavad Gita.
Yes, Prabhuji.
You know,
Yeah. But
he's still.
generally, even when we say like all the responses are generated by AI, it could be false. That's the disclaimer we have in our product, Prabhuji. So
Thank you. Yeah, I will use it for my preaching.
absolutely, I can also send you a screenshot, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
Prabhuji.
after all, I was thinking, yeah, I mean, we came across this artificial intelligence that when a student was using AI for submitting his assignments and he got a good grade, and or someone has used AI for solving a court case, all these things, yeah. So just imagine when this is becoming so powerful, huh? When AI is becoming so powerful, what will happen?
Prabhuji, in the recent story we came across in India, Google Gemini AI, so it abused its user. I don't know
Hmm.
where it came from, how did it learn, but it did, and Google found the evidence also, and it apologized for that.
Hmm. Yeah. At the moment, yeah, I mean, there is sort of learning that what I was thinking is the instructors will in the future will also use AI to see whether the the exam submitted by some student is was it written by AI or was it his own? Huh? How is it? So when people are not using their own intelligence, when people are no more able to use their own intelligence because AI is becoming powerful, what will happen? Hmm? It exactly becomes same like if a nuclear weapon is given in the hands of common man who cannot think what is right, what is wrong, what will happen?
Yes, Prabhuji. The deep learning is going off, Prabhuji. I just pasted a screenshot of what we put as a disclaimer, Prabhuji. Yeah. Even in my own seva, Prabhuji, previously when you give me some seva, I used to go through Chaitanya, Charitamrita, Bhagavad Gita, etc., etc. It would take me at least half an hour to come up with something, and a lot of wisdom also develops, Prabhuji. But now what I do is I just ask, AI to kind of refer to these things and have the tone. I think we did this for the Bhagavata Sapta also, Prabhuji, like
Hmm.
finally your
Yeah.
your code once. So to be honest, I'm saving it a lot of time because what takes me 30 minutes takes me 3 minutes because I know I use some prompt saying that okay, think yourself as refer to Goswami's work, Srila
Yeah.
Prabhupada, but a lot of intelligence is getting destroyed. I agree, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Yeah. Deep learning is destroyed. Yeah. Because one, just like how a calculator has destroyed the interest to calculate manually, and people may say, yeah, of course, calculator has its own role, a computer has its own role, supercomputers are needed. Then what is happening is when we rely so much on them, and a day comes when all these things are doomed, then what will be our intelligence solving? Nothing. When we become so dull, are we in a position to decide what is right, what is wrong? Are we able to save our own self? Hmm?
Prabhuji, one thought, Prabhuji, when ATMs came, the bankers, because even when in the works council they kind of objected us from bringing AI because they felt that that lead to a lot of job loss. But at least our justification was horsemen didn't lose the job because of taxis. They evolved. Similarly, bankers didn't lose tellers didn't lose the job because ATM came by. So I'm not, but AI is really a different approach because it kind of directly impacts our thinking process. So this is different compared to the other inventions. There is the risk element is there because it directly affects our thinking capability. But as humans, we all always evolve over things, right, Prabhuji? So I don't know if we would
Yeah,
probably.
that evolution happens when we have intelligence. When our intelligence is dull, when our intelligence become dull, what is going to happen?
Yes, Prabhuji, that's a honest because this answers I gave to the Works Council to get the approval and release the product. But even I fear this, Prabhuji, because it really impacts our thinking
See,
process.
people like you are there who are destroying the world, huh? I'm just saying, no, no. I'm saying, yeah. So, but because you are there, you're able to learn all these things. That you can also see the loopholes of them. Then you also have to expose those loopholes. Yeah, you have to be a responsible person, isn't it?
Yes, Prabhuji, the whistleblower kind of thing. But yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Uh, anyway, I don't know. Sorry, Adras Prabha, I could not answer your question. But as Rupa was mentioning, um, we only have to see the disasters to, yeah, there are already so many disasters happening because of that. We are saying on one side, because of advancement, at least this can be done. But the real solution is not to fix all these things here, but to get out of the drama. Hmm? I don't know, you were there now, gone. But okay, let's close here.
Yes, Prabhuji,
Before,
yes. Yeah.
before closing, maybe Satish Prabhu and Ramraga Prabhu to announce about Bhagavad Sapta.
Yeah,
Satish Prabhu.
would help us.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, everyone. So as we all know, we have a Bhagavad Sapta from 21st of December, Saturday, till 27th of December, Friday. And during these 7 days, there will be a lot of services that we can contribute to. For example, garland making, helping in prasadam cooking, and also if we, 1 second, Prabhu, just turn the video. Yeah, and also in sponsoring various services. So we have listed down all the services, and Satish Prabhu has sent out the Excel Google sheet in the group. So you can go through the services. It's a day wise, and wherever you think you would like to nominate yourself, please write your name there. If you have any questions, reach out to myself or Sudama Prabhu, Rupa Mataji, or Satish Prabhu. Any one of us can help you.
Better
So
not be.
okay.
I might be slow.
Yeah, just reach out to us. I mean, it's a very nice opportunity for all of us to become part of the active part of the program and make it a grand program, because every time until last year we did it like one day in every devotee's house, and going forward we want to, or at least this year we want to try how it works in temple, because that will give an opportunity for more people to join us, and it's a central place for everyone. So it will be a very nice save opportunity for all of us.
So you can already raise your hands who are interested to, uh, yeah, do some services. At least we know, and then yeah, you can also fill out the forms
Yeah.
proactively. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah. And
Yeah, and one thing I want to add is please share this flyer and material to as many people as you know, whether in Germany or whether abroad, doesn't matter. If someone is not able to come live, let them join online. If someone can come, definitely, even if you are a little far, don't worry, we will see how we can accommodate. around our temple, at homes. This is also possible. Of course, you may have to adjust a little. But the third thing is, I really think this topic is very, very important for all of us. The mm, um, Ajamilopakyan is very, very, very important, very relevant if at all we want to advance further in Krishna consciousness. Really, if you want to have a qualitative Krishna conscious life, please prioritize this 7 days. I will try my best to do something from my side, but you also please try your best to attend every session. And yeah, that's my sincere request. Please share with everyone, as many as possible. Don't hesitate. They may think you are religious now, or doesn't matter. We never know who can join.
Is everyone received the, registered or received the invitation of Bhagavad Sapta? Can anyone confirm it? Because we just sent on Saturday, yesterday. Did you receive it? Or still not yet seen?
Yeah.
Maybe Anu
Someone
and
can raise
Krishna,
your hands.
you see this? Krishna Prabhuji, Anu Mataji?
Received. Okay.
Yes, Mataji, yes. We have received the information, yes.
Did you also share with your friends, family already?
Sorry, Prabhuji?
Did you also share it with others?
No, not yet, but I'll do, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you. So I hope everyone then received, because we have sent in Saturday. Maybe if you didn't see that, just reach out to any one of us. We will send that, and please register it. Not
Yeah.
for the seva, at least to attend also we need the registration, because we need to arrange the further prasad
Capacity.
and
Yeah.
other arrangements. So it would be nice if you register as soon as possible. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone, please register. Yeah.
Sure, Prabhuji. Sure, Mataji.
Okay. Then thank you very much. Vanchakalpatarabhyasya kripa sindhubhya vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavabhyo namo namaha. Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.